Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TEDxAIUB. Before I start, I want to ask two questions. How many of you are from a middle-class family? Can you raise your hands? Great. How many of you want to be a millionaire? Great. Ladies and gentlemen, you are at the very right place. Welcome to Middle-Class Millionaire. Today, I'm going to take you a journey how young people around the world making great businesses with technology and solving local problems. Before I go ahead, I want 1 minute from you all, and I'd like to ask you to all to stand up for a minute. Great, thank you. Now just look at the person next to you, face to face. Yeah, like this. Yeah, just look at him, look into his eyes or her eyes for a minute. Yeah, this is a really serious activity, and you should really focus on it. And look into the eyes, try to think what the other person is trying to think, what he is thinking or she is thinking right now. Now try to think what he had in the breakfast. Okay, thank you. Please settle down. I'll tell later on why we did this, and I guess you can connect it with it. So, I founded a tech company. The name is Perennial Lab. I was a big superhero fan from my childhood, and I used to watch quite a lot of Dexter's Lab, so that's the lab thing came from. And I still do the same thing. We build technology and to try to solve local problems with technology in our small lab. Those are two of our products. One is the Simulate Station Bangladesh that was at the top of the playlist in Bangladesh quite for a few weeks. And this one is a Dhaka public toilet map. And we know how difficult it's to find a public toilet, especially for women when you are in Dhaka city. So this app is going to show you where is the nearest public toilet, where the sanitary napkins are available, and where you can go and feel like home and try out the toilets. These are some of other activities like we map the slums in Dhaka. We go to the slums. We figure out where the water locations are, where the electricity locations, where the gas locations. So when there is something wrongs happen, people can, or the fire brigade team or WASA team can go and easily fix that out. We also work with slum kids and slum women. We teach them about internet, about mobile money, e-commerce, and the things that actually can some small impacts into their life. And those are some of the mentions we got in different national and international media recently. This was the Independent, Tech in Asia, SD Asia, and so on. So I'm going to share a small story with you right now. Two friends, Joe and Bran, they were in Silicon Valley. They were living there for quite a lot of time, but they didn't have enough money to pay the rent of their house. They were quite in a difficult time, and they thought, okay, we have some empty spaces in our house, and let's rent this out. They made a small website, actually a blog with a simple map, and put it up on the internet. After a few days, they got 3 paid guests into their house, each paying around $80. When the guests left the house, they thought, okay, we actually had make some real money out of it, and we can make a real business from this same model, and it's to scaling up for the whole world. They went to a former friend and asked him to make a good website for them. That friend also joined, and they made a website. After 6 months, they got funded by Y Combinator. Y Combinator is the world's largest accelerator. So they got funded, and they started rolling out into the whole USA. Still, after some time, they thought, okay, they were making around $200 every week, but not scaling up enough. They were so passionate about their startup. They went to the New York City and started taking photos of the listed house themselves. They just put all the data available, taking pictures, and then enrich their website as much as possible. After a few years, today, the company, Airbnb, valued more than $24 billion. if you can realize how big is $24 billion, the total foreign currency reserve of Bangladesh right now is around $23 billion. So this single company is richer than all of us in total. Doesn't that sound exciting? Can I hear you? Great. Airbnb is not the only thing that's happening to the world right now. There are many other startups and companies trying to solve some small problems and making really money out of it. For example, Google. We are all used to Google, right? Gmail, YouTube, Android. What's Google is not doing, right? In every pocket, I guess, we have one Android phone, and that's from Google. And it's actually taking over the whole world, I guess. So Google, right now, Google valued more than $364 billion. And just to remind you, this company started back in a garage with two friends in early 90s. And just in 15 or 20 years, this valued $364 billion. Microsoft, Bill Gates and his friend started Microsoft in early 70s. And they were one of the very first mover into the operating system market. Bill Gates announced Windows when even if he hadn't coded anything. He just announced it because his competitors, Steve Jobs, were also planning to launch something similar. So he launched Windows without writing a single line of code. And after that, now you know how big is Windows, how big is Microsoft. Microsoft values more than $618 billion. I believe that is the second largest tech company after Apple, which values around $1,000 billion. All of them are Silicon Valley startups, right? So you might thought, okay, all are USA company. They have a very good market. They have news coverage. They have paying customers. So it is very easier for them to do something great. But if I tell you, not only companies like that, not only the Silicon Valley companies, a company from China, Alibaba, a company from India, Flipkart, they're also doing the same kind of business, billion-dollar businesses around the world. Now let's come to the very local market. In Bangladesh, we have two great products right now. One is BD Jobs. Fahim Mastur Bhai, with his small team, started bdjobs.com from his own house with one simple computer. Today, BD Jobs valued 130 crore Bangladeshi taka. Just think if after graduation, Fahim Mastur Bhai would have thought, okay, I'll get a job. Was it possible to earn 30 crore taka in 10 years? That was impossible. But BD Jobs is focusing on one simple product. There is no rocket science. There is a simple job site, but that is adding some value to the community and solving a really great problem. Newscred, Iraj Islam Bhai and Shafkat Bhai met in Dhaka in a small restaurant for a wedding. They thought, okay, we will start a company that will curate news and help the world audience to get curated news very easily. Newscred started back then from the restaurant, and today it raised more than 80 million US dollars, and that can be a unicorn, $1 billion company from Bangladesh very soon. So I'm going to ask one question, and I want answer from each of you. What's the common thing in all of them? Loud? Correct. Three things, if I can see very easily. One, this started very small, maybe from garage or own home. Second, all of them got more than one founders. More than one owners, if you can say it easily. And last, but most important, all of them are tech startups. They are using technology to solve the problems, and to build a great product. We have 4.5 billion mobile phone users in the world. 4.5 billion. The number of users who use toothbrush is actually less than this number. Yeah, that's crazy, right? So the number of users of mobile phone is more than anything. Of anything people uses, that's more than that. So we also have 3.2 billion internet users. That is a great market to actually focus on. You can start a company from Bangladesh and roll out to all over the world, right? You can start a company here, roll out in Africa. You can start a company here, roll out in India, China, or any other countries you want. You don't need to be there. You don't need to start an office right now. You just need some simple tools and simple techniques and a team to actually build a great company. Now let's come to the real business. How can you actually make a real company that can earn you billions of dollars? First of all, if I was like you, I was thinking, okay, I need a great idea to start a company, right? You actually don't need a great idea. You need a great problem to solve on. In a startup scene, that's for the whole world, 90% startups fail in first 2 years. I mean, 90% businesses got shut down in the 2 years they started. I believe the main reason is they are not solving a great problem. Just think of yourself. We have so many problems around, right? Traffic jam, lack of good food, quality education, poverty, hunger, and so many other things. There's so many things you can actually do today that can solve a problem of billion of people. And if everyone just pay you $1 or $1, that will make you billion, right? Great. Just look at this commercial. This is from Bcash. So if you can just notice, there are 4 models, and none of them are very popular models, right? None of them are very famous or very glamorous model. The reason is Bcash solves a problem for the target group who are very normal people. They're not very glamorous. They're people who are maybe garments worker, or maybe a rickshaw puller who needs to send money from Dhaka to their family living outside Dhaka. So that's why Bcash, in all the brandings, they are very grounded. They're very down to earth, and they are very connected with their user group. If you can see, there are many other banks operating the same kind of services, but they're not successful, right? Bcash is not only successful in Bangladesh, it is the world's largest mobile money company. There are like 200 countries in the world, maybe, right? And Bcash, this one country from Bangladesh, is the world's largest mobile money company. And it started here in Bangladesh and now ruling the whole world. Make a team. Okay, you have got a great problem to solve on. You have generated a great idea to solve that problem of a product. Now you need a team. You need a team. There's no one-man army show in business. So you need a team that can back you up, that can make you a great product, and that can support you to run your business all around the world and make it a real success. First of all, you need to search for a co-founder. For example, in all the examples we saw, there were multiple co-founders, right? So you need a co-founder that can help you to actually build your business a great one. You need a co-founder or a partner who is as passionate as you and who is as hungry as you to solve a problem and make a great business. Choosing what role you are going to play in the team is also important. In like me, I was from engineering background, so I was quite a techie. So if you're a techie, you might not have a great business sense, right? So taking the role of CEO might not be a good decision for you. You can be you can be a great CTO. I mean, a great chief tech officer. But choosing the right CEO is very important. All of the world's biggest startups are facing this problem of getting a great CEO. So when you're building a team, you need to choose the CEO very right, who can actually think forward, who is visionary and can actually focus on the business. Invest in people. It doesn't matter your product or your business sustain or not. It is your team that is going to be with you all the time, right? You need to spend some quality time with the team. You need to go, you can go for a picnic. You can send them for a training. You can get some, you can give them some good salary, right? So invest in your team. In many cases, the company that started with their product actually failed, and later on their success with the same team doing something else. For example, PayPal. PayPal started with kind of like encryption company, computer encryption company, but later on they moved into mobile online payments, and they are world's largest online payment right now. So you need a great team, and how you are going to get a great team. For example, if you can remember the activity we have done a few minutes ago, we just like watching each other and seeing in each other's eyes doesn't communicate, right? You need to talk, you need to meet people, you need to ask them, you need to collaborate, you need to go to the events, make new friends, and that's how we can build a great team. Build. Okay, now you have a great idea, you're solving a problem, you have a team who can build things, now just build it. Don't wait for a miracle. If you can see the first version of Facebook, and that was the face smash which the Facebook came from. Just see at the Facebook first homepage. It is totally different than the Facebook we use today, right? It is totally different, except the blue color. So if Mark Zuckerberg was thinking, okay, I will build the very best Facebook and then I will launch it, it was not going to be a success anyhow, right? He just built it. It was crappy. It was not as good as it is now, but he just built it and promoted it into the market. So you need to build. Today you can buy a domain name at $10. You can buy a hosting at around $10. You just need $20 to start a tech business. And in many things you can get those also for free. So you don't need great investment at the beginning to start a business. You just need to build what you have, what resources are available to you, and you just build it. After building, get out of the room, meet with people, validate your idea. When you're thinking, for me, I just came out of an idea in every single day. And I thought, okay, this is going to make me a billionaire. But when I go to a person who is actually I'm thinking him as a customer, he's not interested enough. If your customer who is going to pay your money is not interested enough, your business or your product is not good. We have a simple user experience or product experience term in business that I say grandpa test. If you have grandparents at your home, show your product to your grandparents. If they can use it without any help, then your product is good and it's going to do great in market. Just think again of the Bcash. There's no app, there's nothing great, but they're still the world's largest mobile money company, right? Using the very old USSD technology. Get funded. When you have a product, you have some paying customers, you need fund to scale up. All around the world, even if Dhaka or anywhere in Asia, there are great startup events happening every week or every month. You need to pitch in them. You need to pitch your idea in front of the audience, so you can get real feedback. You can meet great investors in the events, and you can actually get some real collaboration as well. Most of the time, only money doesn't going to help you. You need networks. You need good mentorship. And that's why I'll suggest to bootstrap, self-funding as much as possible. And where you can't afford it, you need to get a really great investor. Don't jump for dumb money. The person who is only giving you money, who can't help you with resources or anything else. Get a great investor who has some knowledge, who has some resources to share with you, and then your business can be in the right track. Know your numbers. Just plan for next 6 months. How many revenue you are going to generate? How many people you are going to reach? How many customers you are thinking to reach? Make all those numbers as real as possible, as exact as possible, and put them into your pitch. And then go to investors and pitch your idea in front of them. The last example, I guess, is Uber. Uber is world's largest public transport company. And do you know what? They don't even own a single vehicle. I'm repeating again, Uber is the world's largest public transport or taxi company, and they don't own a single taxi. Uber is valued $60 billion without having any car. They just have an app, and they're turning every car into a taxi. That's how you need to think. You need to utilize on what other person have. You need to connect everything and make a great business. Way to success. You have a great idea, you have a product, you have a team, you got some funding. Now what? Now you need to focus. When you have money, you can like get so many other ideas and think, okay, this is not good, I can make more money out of this. But you need to focus on one single product. So think again of BD Jobs. They are doing the one simple thing, just connecting the job seekers with the job employers, right? With one single thing, they are now 130 crore Bangladeshi taka company. So you need to focus, you need to maintain the team, you need to keep your team people happy, you need to keep your fund enough good so you can plan for next 6 months, and you also need a great customer service so your customers who are paying you money are very happy and satisfied with you. And then keep calm. There's nothing to lose, right? So keep calm, move fast. If I can say the example of Bill Gates, he started his traffic counter company before he started Microsoft, and then that company failed miserably. But I believe that experience of one failed startups helped him in Microsoft. So fail fast, grow fast, and move ahead. So I'm at the very last slide. I will ask for 1 minute from you. Just give me all your attention for a minute. You are young once. You are not going to get your age, same resources, same energy, same networks again, right? This is the time. You have to start now. If you can't do it right now in this age of internet where everything is just a click away, if you can't do it right now, you can do it never. Start now, make some impact, make a great business. Thank you. I'm Arif Nezami, signing off.